We begin tonight in Alice, where law enforcement is investigating a standoff that ended with the death of one woman and her husband, now behind bars for allegedly pulling the trigger. Details in tonight's top story.
According to our partners at the Alice Echo News, police were called to an apartment complex on Olmito Street, that's near Highway 44 in Alice, just after 2:30 Sunday morning. There, police found Angelica Harris in her bedroom with a gunshot wound to the head.
Harris's husband, Howard Harris, was arrested down the street after a standoff with law enforcement. He was booked into the Jim Wells County Jail on suspicion of murder. His bond has been set at $500,000.